thank you very much, as always, Dennis, for coming on the program to talk about these matters.
Thank you for having me, Yori.
My pleasure. The news, the news of his, well, one didn't, I don't know, not everybody heard of his arrest, but certainly by yesterday, there were pictures in the papers where he was seen in court, and now he's been sentenced to 6 years, showing that the Finns themselves take a very dim view of the kind of things he was charged with, and actually have managed to find him guilty and sentence him to 6 years. How did you feel about that news? Because I don't know that anybody saw it coming.
I think we saw it coming. He was arrested. It was well publicized. And of course, the Finnish government decided to try him. He has been in prison custody for a while. They took him to court, and then of course, what many people might not know is that the Nigerian government, especially the National Intelligence Agency, Foreign Affairs, and the DSS, has been working with the Finnish government and giving them compelling evidence with which yesterday they used in, convicting him.
Indeed, because it is stated that he was jailed for terrorism-related activities, and there have been no reports that this terrorism extended to Finland, but he has always been instigating violence. And I imagine the charges would have been framed around that particular fact, that he's been inciting violence for him back home in Nigeria. And I think ultimately the Finns found that they just had to do something about this matter because the evidence apparently was overwhelming. I don't know, first of all, his rise. How do you think this 40-year-old gentleman, as I said in the opening, he's from Ebonyi State, Ohaku in particular, and he went over to Finland as maybe part of IPOB, certainly, but now he's even styled himself the prime minister. He's styled himself the prime minister of IPOB, and as you know, it's a banned organization.
Yes, he fashioned himself the prime minister of Biafra. And of course, if you remember very well, there were a group of people that actually came together in Europe and tried to even create a Congress of Biafra where some ministers and were appointed, a big elaborate ceremony. But at that time, he has already been arrested, so he couldn't attend that particular ceremony. They did all that. They were trying to raise money all across the world. And of course, with this conviction, of course, we've not been hearing about them again after that ceremony. So now that he's been arrested, not only for terrorism charges, there are other charges too. The guy has been, he has been doing things against the Finnish government. He's a lawyer too. He's a lawyer, but before you practice, just like in Nigeria, you have to practice after you go to law school, the Nigerian law school, and you're a member of the Nigerian Bar Association. They have something like that too, which he has contravened the Lawyers Act in Finland.
Well, just to tell our viewers that we might be, operating on an alternative channel, and just for you to know. But viewers can continue to watch this program right now on our YouTube channel. I think it's the This Morning on TVC flag, whatever it is. But the program, we continue with our broadcast here. Okay, so as I was saying, that's what's operating on another stream of TVC, but we continue here. Yes. Sorry, actually we'll fade down entirely the audio coming from that other channel so that we can't hear it anymore. As it is, we are still hearing it. And are you also hearing it?
I'm hearing you, Yori.
Oh, excellent, excellent. That's fine. So, in fact, Senator Shehu Sani has, offered the commentary. He also, of course, entirely different circumstances, had reason to be incarcerated, in Nigeria here politically. So he says he knows what it's like, and he also, from his idea of, from a worldview, it's going to be like a picnic. He needs to be here and to face our own justice system. And then if he is indeed convicted, then they will know that he is actually serving a sentence. But there are those who believe that he's not serving a sentence yet, as he's in the Finnish jail over there. They might actually have color television. They might actually have color television there and that kind of a thing, as we read on social media. So I don't know what the idea. What do you think about the idea that he's been convicted now, which is fine,
yes,
but that he needs to come back and also face the justice here? Would that not be something of a double jeopardy? Would it not be?
It's not a double jeopardy. There are, in repatriation or extradition of prisoners from foreign countries, sometimes the agreement would be one where he will serve the Finnish jail term, and then maybe towards the last 1 or 2 years, he will now be extradited to Nigeria to finish the jail term. They cannot jail him twice, except the Nigerian government have other, charges against him, other criminal charges against him, which maybe the Attorney General will bring forward. But I think that's left for the lawyers. The thing is that to extradite him to Nigeria, it might be very, very difficult. Now, 3 people are supposed to take that decision. The Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and the prisoner himself. Because if he comes, or his lawyer says that if he comes down to Nigeria, he will be tortured, or he will not have a fair hearing, I think they take those kind of things seriously. And basically, our prison correctional center situations. So he would prefer to even remain there, just like you said, it's a vacation. Yes, of course, they don't dehumanize people over there in prison. Yes, he can watch TV, can eat 3 times a day, but I don't think you want to leave that and come to the situation that you might encounter in Nigeria.
Especially if he has a choice in the matter. Especially if anybody else, if he has?
He has a choice, because according to Finnish law, the 3 people, that is the Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and himself, have to agree, because he, as a citizen of Finland, because...
And a politician, and an elected politician as well in Finland.
And they have a law in Finland that they cannot extradite to, countries outside the EU, the European Union.
I see.
So all these are complications that could happen if Nigeria is attempting to bring him down here. But, the Nigerian government and Finnish government are cooperating very seriously. So maybe that cooperation might extend, especially when it comes to terrorism, just to show to the world that, you cannot do terrorism and get away with it. You must be accountable, held accountable for all that he has done. And again, it's also a warning to social media content creators who feel that I can create any kind of content I want. But if the content borders on terrorism or leads to violence, then they have to hold. There are consequences.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, men and women of goodwill. My name again still remains Onyebuchinwa Ashigburobi. On this very platform, I have brought yet another one. Defending Nigeria requires a very hard work, because Nigeria, you cannot defend Nigeria without being a professional liar. Defending Nigeria and defending USB is the same work, because you cannot defend USB government without becoming a professional liar. Now, I am bringing to you, first they said Nigeria provided the information to Finnish authority. That one is truth. That one is pure truth. And in the DOS, you see your life, they are just telling us that the DSS and this thing provided the information they use in sentencing PM. And one of the information, I told you people, one of the information are those who went to bear witness. All of you saw the DOS in the court, right? Yes, they said it before the arrest of PM. They were the people going there. So all along, it have been Nigerian government sending them. And you equally saw Uche Nwabingo speaking to them when they were there. All along, it have always been Nigerian government. These very people use most of your brains. Are you getting it? For those of you who are saying, oh, you don't respect elderly people, you insult people. This is it. When you participate in the buying of the people, then this is what it is. People will always insult you, because if you don't want to insult, do very well to avoid insult. If you don't do very well, people are going to stand up to insult you. You do not participate in the buying of people and then you cry when people insult you. It's not done. It's not done. So are you getting the picture clearer? That the Nigerian government participated in getting the evidence and everything to Finnish authorities, which is in the DOS. Simon Ekpa is a Nigerian agent. Simon Ekpa, I told you people that the DOS is working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Uche Nwabingo is working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of the secret affairs being discovered. She's working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and her boyfriend, Eji Nwabingo. All of them are working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is it a rocket science? And they have come. Now, they said, Mazi Simon Ekpa, a man from Ohuku. No longer a man from they said River State. Oh, his state is very peaceful. They are. Do you see they destroyed all of DOS bingos by extension on the USB? In case if you don't know, USB is the extension of the DOS. All of you very, very blind, supporting the suppression of your own freedom. Talking rubbish all the time. When I talk to you people, the truth is what I must tell you. If you like, believe. If you don't like, believe. It's up to you to believe. In fact, you have the right to what you believe. I am Nwashibrobi, please, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. I am Nwashibrobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akọ mmiri, eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. That is the only thing that I have come upon this very platform to preach. Are you getting the message very clearer, please? Are you getting the message very clearer? Now, they said again, they will extradite Mazi Simon Ekpa. All of you knew when the DOS were saying, oh, bring him to Nigeria, bring him to Nigeria. And I countered them. These very people, I want you to know, any Mugu, any Ezi, talking about, I am a DOS, Chineke kpọọ ha ọkụ. What have they been able to achieve? Ụmụ mpama, selling your own land to ndị Fulani. One Nigerian agenda. After kunu kpọchara ụmụ ndị mmadụ ọkụ, telling them that they will go to guerrilla war. Ejiofor, you spoke to the people in Teje, and I continue to say it. I mean, in Anam, I continue to say it in Odanike's place. You address a group of people, telling them that they are going to guerrilla war, and you are a barrister that will cover them. In Anam, at Odanike's place. Today, you are masquerading everywhere, telling people, oh, this and that, as if people who doesn't know you. Ejiofor walk hand in hand and raising those boys. Him and Benjamin Madbug. Today they sell them to Nigerian government and collect money at the back. What is slavery? What is slavery? They sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu penny. What is slavery? Where it beats my imagination is that the evil people will be shouting, hey, evil, 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 Chineke mekpo ọkụ. If I'm not there, I will say, oh, I was not there. Maybe I don't know. But I was there. I know them. One-on-one. I knew the conspiracy. They were the people who brought out these very men and then sold them to Nigerian government, collect money. Tomorrow they will become your governors and you will expect a light tomorrow. You will expect sympathy tomorrow. People who look at you like animal. People who look at you like meh. Those are the people that you call, oh, my honorables. Tomorrow they will become your honorables. Nigeria is the kingdom of liars, and for the liars, for destroyers, and for the destroyers. Those who never have human sympathy, and those whom human conscience have died in them. They do not reason, nor think very well. They gloat over in the destruction of innocent people. They gloat over in the destruction of innocent people. These are the people who want me to regard them serious or take them serious. I am Nwashibrobi, please. Now they said again, look at how Nigeria is dilapidated. They were on live television saying they should bring Mazi Simon Ekpa to Nigeria to serve a jail term because the one that he is serving in Finland is not a jail term. The one that he is serving in Finland, there is television there that is telling you people how dilapidated and how rusty Nigeria is. And they said they might even be feeding him 3 square meals in a day. These very people are media personnel, so they knew that their country is dilapidated. What are they holding on if they cannot hold on to the dignity? If you are sentence somebody to prison, you will not feed the person. If you sentence somebody to prison, you deny the person of his human rights. That regards to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing in DSS. I am Onyebuchi Nwashibrobi, please. Are you getting the picture more clearer, please? Some of you might not be getting what we are saying here more clearer. Nigeria is a country of liars, for the liars and by the liars. A country which every of their citizens tells lies for a living. A country which nobody speaks the truth in Nigeria. A country where they love lies more than any other thing. If you can be able to tell lie, you will rule Nigeria. If you don't know how to tell lies, you may not be given the opportunity to rule, because you might expose everything. But if you can tell lies very well, come up. You are the type of the people that Nigeria needed. Do you see the evil? Do you see the rusty foundation? Do you see that this very monumental, should I say, kwashiorkor called a nation will never ever survive, because it is built on the blood of the innocents? And they said again, please pay very close attention. They said again, you know, before now, the DOS, let me forget the DOS. The criminals, the people interviewing said, Prime Minister is the, Mazi Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of IPOB. Do you see Nigeria doesn't, this is what is paining me. Nigeria is not a country of truthful people. Even media personnel knew that Mazi Simon Ekpa have never called himself Prime Minister of IPOB. He is the Prime Minister of Biafra people. The Biafra people's Prime Minister. But due to what? If they call him a Prime Minister, they have legitimized Biafra. So they will, they will always bypass it by the corner and shift it to being Prime Minister. And shift it to be Prime Minister of IPOB. Because they know that by calling Prime Minister of Biafra, the international community, these are the people that they call the reporters. They report them to tell, they call them to tell lies. In Nigeria, even independent reporters cannot pronounce things for how it is. BLA, they call them ESN. ESN is disturbing. They are not ESN, they are Biafra Liberation Army. You don't know that there are Biafra Liberation Army and you are fighting war in Okigwe, you are fighting war in Olo. What type of country where the people in the country doesn't tell the truth? They do not speak truth. You must be able to stand for the truth, and you must be able to speak the truth always. Even if that truth do not favor you, speak it. Say the truth is truth. That have been my problem with this damnable zoological republic. It has been my problem. No other problem, please. What have been my problem is that you know the truth. You know the truth. Why can't you people say the truth? Why can't you stand on the truth? Why can't you call a spade a spade? But though it did not favor you, you want to meander, you want to go by the corner, you want to meander and maneuver truth. And makes truth to look like evil. Is that the type of nation that all of you wants to be? I'm asking all of you. Is that the type of nation that all of you wants to be? In a nation where nobody says the truth. In a nation where if you have a problem with a big man, you are in trouble. I'm asking those of you. Is this the type of nation that you want for yourself? Is that the type of nation you want for yourself? A nation where nobody tells the truth. A nation where lies becomes the order of the day. People can lie for all they care. Is that the type of nation that you want? Please define the type of nation that you want, that you know that you really want. Let us be sincere, please. In anything we do, we must be sincere and stand for equity, fairness, and justice. Because Almighty, no matter what we do in this life, posterity stares at our face. And when karma starts its work, it marvels on everyone. Pray never to stand on the way of karma, because karma is a B. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi. Are you hearing them talking jargons? Do you now know that the DOS lied to you? They told you, oh, he's a Nigerian agent, but at the back, we are the one negotiating with Nigeria on how they will bear witness with against Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the reason why most of them that their career have ended in Obodo Ibo, they contracted them, they paid them money, they were jumping up and down. Oh, I even did DOS. You ask yourself, what are the people achieving? Okwamazi Nnamdi Kanu Keji for many years. What have DOS achieved? Are you still hearing of Biafra in DOS today? And if you watch further, they said ever since they arrested Mazi Simon Ekpa, those people, please listen. They said he is trying to declare Biafra, and he was not there during the time that the event occurred. And since then, nobody is hearing them again. Since then, nobody is hearing them again. Since then, nobody, I want it to echo on your brain. Nobody is hearing them again. Which means they contracted Madam Miri should I say, they thought that the contracted Madam Miri have succeeded in quelling the quest of the people. Freedom is not an evil thing. We have not come to spill blood. We have not come to kill anybody. That is not the work of freedom fighters. Our work is to beg humanity. You know that people are being killed in Biafra land. You know that Fulani herdsmen are raping our mothers in Biafra land. You know that Nigerian soldiers shoot Biafra people every day. All of you know it. You see it in the news. All of you see the recent one that Abike Dabiri, a sitting Minister of Foreign Minister of Affairs, Affairs. I don't know the minister. Shared a post calling Igbo baboon, a country where a sitting president, the wife said that they will that they are going to seize Igbo properties. All of you know all of this. What have we done to you people? Just to be the way we are before white man came. That's just the problem. We asked to be the way we are before the white man came. Seaport pass international water pass through my backyard. I am 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean. Lagos State is 60 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean. But they take seaport to Lagos. In Biafra land, that is where they get oil from. But the office is in Lagos, in Abuja. Igbos are the highest importers you have in Nigeria. And the sea and the international sea, which is the bite of Biafra, pass through their backyard. But there is no seaport located in the whole Biafra territory. What an injustice. Oh, everybody knows this. Even the Finnish authorities knew this as well. Because according to, if you go to Finnish portal, they said they convicted Mazi Simon Ekpa through the evidences provided by Nigerian government. Imagine a terrorist organization like Nigeria, an organized crime, a country whose president died, but the president still lead the people. Even at death, the president still won election. They want us to reason like them. Is that what they want? I'm asking all of you. Is this what they want us to be like in this nation, in this country? Is this what they really want? We must carve what we want. because table na atọ kwa atọ. Onye nọ n'ala na-adagbukwa onye nọ n'elu. Table does turn. So that it will not be when the table turn. Bịa na-atọ akọ rubbish. Akọ nonsense juru unu ọnụ. Now you are doing it to the Igbo man. It is not problem. When Igbo man retaliates, that becomes the problem. Can you people be truthful and sincere to yourselves? I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, please. Preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi. Only thing that I preach upon this very platform is nothing but the undiluted truth. That you don't know that I'm preaching nothing but the undiluted truth does not mean anything. It simply means that some of you have gone beyond the repair. Some of you have gone beyond repair. Because what some of you does this time around, I do not know for my dear me. But I must continue preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Because Elohim, Chukwu Okike abịa amapụrụ m ihe niile. The creator of heaven and earth is God and not man. And only him will give us the desired freedom, not human being. Because no human being will give us freedom. I repeat it again. What is happening now is the manifestation that it is only God that will give us freedom. Our hope is cometh from the Lord who made heaven and earth. And we must recognize that. Whosoever that God used to give us the freedom, it is God who gives the freedom. But you must make yourself available so that God will use you. You must make yourself available so that God in heaven will use you. I am Onyebuchi Nwashigburobi, please. And the truth which I preach on this very platform will set me free. That truth will set me free. And I must continue preaching truth. Because it is only truth that wins at the end of the day. Lies have an expiring date. Backbiting have an expiring date. Telling lies for all you care have an expiring date. But truthfulness and sincerity does not have expiring dates. Because when you are truthful, you are truthful. When you're a liar, we know you're a liar. No matter what you do, we know you by your act, you're a liar. But we must continue on this very platform. We must continue to disseminate the truth. Because it is only the truth that sets us free, please. It is only the truth that sets us free. How many of you understand what this very video is? It means that those of them making noise, I decentralize, I do this. Whoa! They are Nigerian agents. Nigeria are getting informations of our people through the agent Halemato. That is the reason why when she took over, they mentioned some people that she should work with so as to not to be discovered. And they crafted me in that their nonsense. I look at them and I laugh. I looked at them and I laugh. Lies will always expire because it has expiring dates. They crafted me in that their nonsense. We are Yasmin now. You must work with us. Where is Age? Olana all happened the USB Yabafere also. Everybody who helped to defend that nonsense called USB must come back and tell the people the truth. You do not run away and allow people to buy. Kebe Pastor Ozuno. Onwe we onye na ahụ ya. Nke a bụ Lai Muhammad na onwe ya. Shameless people. It is only truth that will set us free. Till I come your way next time, please. As of now, Ijedim Nokba. Bye for now.